Welcome. Welcome to Kiki and Kevin's Life After Lockup podcast. My name is Brianna and I'm here with my co-host Mary. Over there. Can you see her?
I'm right
Yes.
here. Can you see me?
Can
Hi,
you see
everybody.
her? I could have recorded us side by side, but I keep forgetting to do that.
It's okay.
So, yeah. Well, hi. How's everything
Hi.
going, girl?
Hey, girl.
Your hand
Hey.
just disappeared into outer space when you
I
did that.
know.
Like the magic. It's magic.
Like magic, right?
Yeah. Anyway, so life after lockup. What a shit show, right?
Oh my gosh.
This whole
First
thing
of
with
all,
Sean and
they need
Sarah.
to stop showing Sean fucking half
Oh,
naked and Stan.
Dan. Like that
Please.
was like it's almost like passive aggressive, intentional. It's like, do you fucking
I
hate us?
think
Like stop.
there is a production assistant somewhere just laughing
I think so
his
too.
or
It's
her
like a
ass
joke,
off.
right?
Yes,
It's
it's a
like a
joke.
joke.
It's a
Yeah.
joke. Every week they're somewhere and they're going through Twitter and going through Instagram and reading all of our complaints, and they're just laughing their asses off at us because they're doing it on fucking purpose.
That's what I believe too.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah. So Sarah comes over, and first of all, ew, just like you said.
walks into this ghetto picnic.
Although the picnic, I thought the picnic was kind of cool, or it would have been if you didn't look what he was actually serving. I just kind of think the concept is charming, and also roses everywhere
Right.
is something awesome.
But then, of course, he had to stick fucking ears of corn right in the middle of the thing.
That was pretty crazy.
Okay, and we remember what the significance of corn is, right?
Yeah, the cornfield. They were going to stop and have sex in a cornfield, right?
Yeah, so he wanted to remind, that's a little
reminder that she better get naked.
Right, that's what she's there for. She's there to fuck him, Brianna, okay?
Right.
That's what the corn was there for.
Right. Don't lose your focus, Sarah.
Okay.
Keep your focus.
Sarah. Keep your focus. You're here to fuck me, Sarah, okay? That's what the corn is there to remind you. Ugh.
I know. They're just like, I don't even want to talk about it. Just like, I was so glad when I didn't have to look at their sex scene anymore.
Thank you.
And then they wake up in the morning and this dude chooses that moment to tell her about his kids.
Of course.
And she's
Destiny.
Like, what? And Destiny. Yeah. Like some pretty major lies. And she's like, how long ago were you engaged to this girl? He's like, 6 months.
No, but they're white lies, though. They're only white lies.
White lies. I just think like one kid's not a white lie. 6 kids.
Thank you.
And also the term white lie, I feel like we shouldn't use that anymore.
No, we shouldn't.
I don't like that term. There's probably a better way to say it, right?
I mean, and I was just about to say.
These were nefarious lies.
Yes, nefarious lies. Nefarious lies. But 6 whole kids. Beyond a lie. I mean, Ja from the family Chantel is being crucified for hiding 1 kid.
Lie, not a lie, a liability.
Thank you. 6 whole fucking kids. And a former fiance that happened to be a convict.
And on this same TV show, which you didn't see because you were in prison.
Thank you.
So I thought he was pretty lucky to get off with like a face full of
champagne.
Yeah, probably $5 champagne, like Stan would buy.
Yes.
He deserves it. He, first of all, is a dumbass. But second of all, that whole last season with Destiny, I thought like, okay, this girl is tripping or she just wants an excuse to get away from him. No, guy's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Like, he's a real pathological liar.
Yes. I mean, Destiny was no fucking angel, but yeah, Destiny had her points. He's a fucking pathological liar. Shit.
Yeah, he is. And I don't like him one bit.
No, me
so
either.
I don't want good things to happen to him. Go home and take care of your children instead of waiting in an apartment nearby a woman's house that you really don't know. Like, he is fucking stalker.
Yes, he is. He's fucking stalker. Ugh.
I don't want to think about this fool anymore. I'm really not down with it. So let's talk about Brittany and Ray.
Yes, let's talk about
We thought Brittany was going to be here to discuss this episode, but unless she's at your house, Mary, she's not coming on.
Let me look under my bed. Nah, she ain't here.
She's not here in my office.
No.
Anyway, so we start the episode and she is pissed off, like so mad.
She rolls up to Binks like police rolled up to my house at 2:46 a.m.
They didn't bang on your door like that.
No, they didn't bang on my door. They just rang my ring bell. No,
they're like, Mrs. Kruger. Yeah, no. Okay, so what do you think about this behavior? First of all, wait, don't answer that. Let's start with this question. Have you ever done something like that in your life? Have you?
Yes.
So have I. So let's just start right there.
I'm not gonna lie. I have.
I've done that same kind of shit. So I get it. But when you see it like from a third person perspective, man, that's not a good look. And I wish I could take back the times I did shit like that. Because it wasn't even just one time in my life that I've done something like that. I've done something like that many times.
Yeah.
So
I've done like shit like that for myself. I've gone with friends to do shit like that. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Hey, well, you know.
I know. So I'm not gonna act like I'm so judgmental about this. But it's you know, I would say in hindsight, it's a poor choice to make. Like it's not good not to trust. First of all, like, you know, if you're going through each other's phone, like, be ready for what you're gonna find. But what I thought was highly amusing about this whole thing was like she shows up there, like throws open the door, like, here I am. Where is the women? You know,
where the hoes at?
Like sitting,
where the hoes at?
And they're like sitting at a table playing cards or something. They didn't even look like they were drinking.
The cousin's like drinking a beer, looking at her like.
Yeah, I know. And then she turns to the cousin's friend and is like, are you a convicted felon? He's like, well, actually, yes. I almost died. That was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like she totally picked the right one. Like on Survivor this season, there's an advantage in the game where you can ask one person, you know, do you have an idol?
Yes.
Right? Or do you have an advantage? You can only ask one person one question. If you get it right, they have to give it to you, right? But man, Brittany got like the one question spot on. Right guy, right question.
Right.
So
she's like, then you gotta come with me. Let's go home, right?
Yeah.
And Ray's like, no, you go home, cool down a bit. And she's like, you're not coming home with me. And he's like, no, you go home, you cool down. So she goes home first. He goes home after, and she's fucking pissed still. And she throws all his shit at him.
Yeah.
And she goes
But okay, just for a second, back up, okay? So the guy says, yes, I am an ex-con, by the way. I am a convicted felon. And so he can, that's a parole violation for him.
Yes.
And
but like Ray pointed out, they're hanging out in a house. They're not doing anything wrong. It's not like they're out in a club where, you know, a situation could happen, something could turn left. And, you know, that could be a parole violation, him hanging out with a convicted felon.
It's still a parole violation, though, but it's just lower risk, right?
Right.
Is what he's saying. It was lower risk. But I do believe that she really does care about him and wants to keep his ass out of jail.
Of course
I also believe she can be very domineering. And
Yes.
again, coming from a woman who can be very domineering myself. So like I see you, Brittany. That's all I'm saying. And I wish I could change certain things that I did in the past. And I'm a work in progress. We all are. So
Everybody
I
is
just
a
want to
work
be
in
fair.
progress. May have to
Right.
take it down a notch, but we're all a
Right.
work in progress.
Right. And I guess that's just the difference. Like, you know, I've made the same mistake many times in my life, usually just because I have a big fucking mouth, you know, and I'm just trying
Same
now
here.
in my older age to like take a beat
Yeah.
before you. So that's my advice to you, little sister.
Yes.
Be careful. And
Take
then,
a
man,
beat
this guy,
before you
Ray,
respond.
yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah. And don't do it on camera because you're going to get a lot of shit on social media. Trust me. But you learned that. I think you know that by now. So then, unlike Corey, I feel like Ray really does know how to, without Corey on 90 Day Fiance, who like him trying to ingratiate himself to his wife Evelyn, it looks disgusting. Ray, on the other hand, like man, I don't know what he cooked, but that looked incredible.
Right?
And he had like a flower on the tray. Like that dude knows how to make up. I was pretty impressed with that.
Yeah, so
He
was
looks like
I.
he can cook, right?
Brownie points, right?
Yeah, good job. Right. Anyway, I hope we have all learned something today and that everyone will be more tolerant and better behaved in the future.
Yes. And take it down a notch a little.
I understand everyone's point of view in this situation. I really do. Ray just wants some space and freedom because he's been locked up on an ankle monitor.
Yeah.
Brittany doesn't know how much to trust him, and she desperately does not want him to go back to jail. And I have also done things that were like less than flattering to me.
Yes.
So all I can say is I understand everyone's position and I understand why she's so worried about it. But I also think he could have handled himself differently too.
Very true. Both parties could have handled themselves differently.
Yeah, like he could have been more open about what was happening and told her not like 10 minutes before he went because that would bother me.
Yes.
And he could have answered the phone or at least said, you know, he's good at calmly expressing himself.
Respond right.
Right. You know? He's very good at calmly expressing himself. So he could have done that via text or whatever and just said, really don't worry. Everything's cool. This is a little guy time. Right. And we have to, like, I make my husband understand I need girl time is the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's talk about white Brittany.
Yes, white Brittany.
I'm only saying that since Black Brittany told us that people call her white Brittany and her Black I know. Brittany.
Yeah, exactly.
So now I'm just going to always say it because I think it's hilarious. Anyway, Brittany with the A-N-Y spelling.
Right.
Like
yes.
Marcelino calls her dad.
You know what I noticed?
What?
This episode, Marcelino has really fucking nice skin.
Yeah, his
skin is like glistening.
It's perfect.
Fucking smooth.
I know, like he's never had a zit in his life.
Exactly.
I agree with you on that. However, I feel like you shouldn't call your wife's father and ask him to come stay without talking to your wife first about it. That's just bullshit.
Yeah, that is just bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it was so cute to me how close it looks that Gio and Marcelino are.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They're really cute.
Yeah,
and he
they
calls
are
him
really
dad
cute.
and everything.
I know.
Yeah. Marcelino really stepped up. That
yes,
is for
he
sure.
did.
Anyway, so she is mad when she finds out about this because now she's got to clean the house, make everything look good. He said he was proud of her, and now she's made this terrible mistake, and you know she's afraid he's not going to be proud of her. So, which seemed kind of weird. I can understand not wanting to clean the house, though.
Right.
I don't know. I guess it's hard to admit that you made a big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds, maybe it's hard. Maybe has lost a lot of his approval over time. And so maybe she just needs to have him be proud a little longer, whatever it is.
Exactly.
Anyway, so then something else happens, and we don't know what it is, but
and
she has
got
to go tell someone.
Weird email. She got a weird email, and she
needed to talk to somebody about it, and it's not her husband. Like, why?
Nope.
Why do they do it like that?
I know, because it's so dramatic.
Like, why not just say I had to go talk to my mom about it? So
yeah, I know.
Or I'm going to my mother's house to get some advice. Just who cares? Sounds ridiculous. So we go, and first I'm like, how is Cindy living in this really nice house? But then we find out she's like taking care of the house or cleaning or whatever. And
pet sitting or whatever.
Cabana. Yeah, exactly. So I did not understand why this was that interesting. Just like, this is William. I'm your biological father, and I would like to see you and meet my grandchildren. I was like, well, that's sort of anticlimactic.
I
know. I got a weird email, and I went to the one person who I could talk to. Hey, Mom, bio dad wrote me, wants to meet the kids. What do you think? She's storyline building.
Yeah,
that's what people are saying online.
That is storyline building, considering that she's having the conversation with her mom about her biological father, William, with the tattoo of William.
I know. Here, so it makes it look like it's total bullshit, right? It's like,
yes,
okay, you either must be in touch with your father, or you have mourned this relationship forever, and that's why it says William. But your words are saying, this other man raised me, and I call him dad. He's my real dad. Well, then why do you have a tattoo of William?
That says William. Exactly.
It's some kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it does seem like some kind of bullshit.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever.
Yes.
So, what else can you say about that? Because I'm gonna go with nothing.
I don't have anything else to say. I want to move on to the most entertaining segment.
Yeah.
Right. Stan and fucking Lisa. I mean, first of all, in the beginning with Renata and Lisa's trying to convince Renata to portray Jasmine with the wig,
slutty wigs. Yeah,
that's fucking hysterical. And then and then fucking Stan is naked again.
Oh my God. I was like, please put your damn clothes on. He's like, what, getting he's like sun tanning himself naked or something?
Yes, with a fucking Speedo or some shit.
I'm telling you, the crew on this show is trolling us.
Yes, they are trolling us.
They're doing it to us on purpose. Anyway, so yeah, Lisa's trying to talk Renata into doing this thing, and she doesn't want to.
No. Yeah. So Renata didn't get any because her and Lisa got into an argument.
I guess that's what happened. Yeah. I know. I thought this was her girlfriend or something.
It turns out that Renata dated Lisa's brother.
Yeah.
And they've been friends.
I thought this was her side piece. Like, that's what I thought was going on, but it doesn't
actually
seem like
never been intimate, it seems like.
Right. It seems like they have an attraction now.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so Renata's worried that he would flip out and that she'd get locked up. She would get Lisa locked up again. Yes. Which, not sure how, why.
I don't. Yeah, no.
And then did you notice that like Lisa's losing her edges? Like her hair is fucking falling out because she has the heaviest extensions on, and I'm flipping out looking at it. I'm like, I want to reach through the screen and be like, stop it. Get them removed. All your hair is gonna be pulled out. I guarantee she lost hairline there.
Yes.
Yeah. Just thought I'd put that out there.
Girl, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so then we find out more shit we really just don't need to know about Stan, who is just insane. But it's like he has this whole routine where he checks his stocks and then he makes his dinner and then he goes to bed and he has night terrors.
Night terrors.
Have you ever known anyone who had night terrors?
No.
My brother has night terrors.
Oh, really?
And it's really fucked up. Do you know what it is?
Yes, I do.
So for those of you who do not know, it's like people who get caught in this weird state between like REM sleep, your dream sleep, and their waking consciousness.
Yes.
So they oftentimes are like screaming, or in the case of my brother, he was always fighting people, and Stan too, right? He said he's always fighting people off in his dream. One time, my mom found my brother on the roof outside of his bedroom. One time, my brother ended up with stitches because he was in the dorms at college on the bottom bed. Right. And he sat up and he cut his head open. Like, he's had some major things happen because of night terrors. It's messed up.
Oh my goodness.
I would freak out. I would freak out. Whatever. Yeah. But we had to know. We had to know that.
We had to know that.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
Stan is taking them rock climbing.
Yeah.
Which was the most entertaining fucking segment of this episode. Stan on that fucking rock climbing wall. Elisa had him right where she wanted him, Brianna.
Yeah. He grossed me out though when she went up and he's talking about her butt. Now she looks underneath.
Yeah, I know. He's disgusting.
It's nasty. He's seriously
disgusting.
Nasty. Yeah, he really is. Anyway, so Lisa's like, once again, do you have anything to tell me? And he's like, you talked to Tina. Are you talking to anyone else besides Tina? And he's like, nope.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, does the name Jasmine ring a bell? And his eyes got really, really big as he was holding on for dear life onto that rock wall.
He's a scumbag, that one.
Yes, he is.
I'm not saying that she's some kind of prize that I would want to bring home, but he is a scumbag. And he's just highly offensive in so many ways.
Yes, I agree.
Ew. I feel greasy after I watch him. That's all I have to say on that subject. Do you have anything to add?
No, I do not. And the next subject, I say we could probably skip altogether because it's all bullshit.
With Tane and Tom and AC. Now, do you want to talk about overfilled lips? She literally has a speech impediment from having
she does. Yes, she does.
Juvederm in her lips.
Yes.
Jesus.
She has a speech impediment from too much fucking filler.
I mean, I just wish some of these women, you could say to them, like, no, really, there's a limit to how much, like with Larissa, when you see these pictures of Larissa with her, she's wearing a bikini top that's supposed to cover someone's entire breast, and it's just like she's wearing pasties.
Yes.
It's like, your boobs aren't supposed to be that big. I don't know who thinks that's hot. Is she still with Ericy? Do we know?
And no, she is not with Ericy. I saw a post. Check this out. Yeah. She's on Bumble. She actually is on Bumble. Somebody screenshotted it and posted it on Instagram.
Well, don't date her. Whoever you are on Bumble, Bumble. She's trouble.
Yeah,
you don't have enough money. You can't afford her, and she's a horrible person. Ugh. Anyway, back to Lacey and Sean.
Speaking of horrible people, oh my goodness. Okay,
none of these people are that great, but I think Shane's probably the least offensive of them.
On this episode, Lacey calls John to complain about Shane, as usual, and to tell him all about the lie detector test.
Right.
And John
climbs, which is so much bullshit too. Exactly. But that's a different story.
John climbs out of bed with his girlfriend to take the call. And then John is like, I'm really glad that I'm out of this drama with my girlfriend. I love her, whatever, whatever. But I'll always be there for Lacey.
Yeah, but he's also like, it seems like every time I'm with Lacey, every time I have Lacey in my life, something bad happens. I start using again. I end up back in prison.
Exactly.
And he's like, but it's really hard to quit her. Okay.
Yes.
Again, another one with the magical pussy.
Another one. And, he's happy with his girlfriend, his drama-free life, and whatever. And then if you look on Instagram this week.
Terrible. Yeah.
They're back together, obviously.
Oh, Lacey and John. Yeah, she's got something on him.
Yeah, so that's why I say this whole segment, can we just skip through it? Because bullshit. It's bullshit. It's irrelevant. And they're back together now, or they're not back together, whatever, or they're just fucking, whatever they're doing, but they're kissing all over Instagram. Shane is posting sad videos that he misses his daughter. And all I have to say is the real victims here are her children. Are
the children.
Okay.
I know. She's a terrible person,
thank goodness another MVP parent, her father. Thank goodness for Lacey's dad. Because Lacey's dad, because first of all, her children are with him, and at least he's a stable parental figure.
That's true, but also he's kind of a drunk, and he also likes to stir the pot.
Yes, I know. But I mean, what's the worst of two evils?
Also, he made that.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like, he created this situation. Sorry, I'm like leaning way away from the mic. Yeah, I mean, he created this. He raised this child to be this. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't like anything about it. I'm against it. Anyway, any last thoughts? This is definitely, I don't know. This is kind of a shit show.
It is a shit show. But we love the shit
new show. Couples. I just want new couples again.
Yeah. I mean, but we're getting love during Lockup. A whole new series. So let's see
how. Is it related to this?
No, it's going to be all new. It's going to be actually people that met in prison. It's going to be like.
But I mean, is it like
part
of this?
It is going to be. Yes, it is part of this franchise, because then I've read that some of the couples that they're going to be featured on Love After Lockup once they're released. So it's going to focus on their story, on their love story in prison. And then some are going to be after they get out.
Interesting. That'll be interesting. This is kind of like the variation on like before the 90 days and happily ever after.
Exactly.
This could be like, seeing how these relationships begin might be very interesting. However, they can't film in prison, right? So I wonder how they're gonna.
That's how I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. Well, everyone, I appreciate you blogging in.
We appreciate you
checking us out, doing the thing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that for us.
Yes, please do.
We would do it for you. We would. We would go ahead and click that little red button. Yeah. Anyway, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Unless they're really mean, then just don't. Just
keep them to yourself.
Keep that shit to yourself. Anyway, thanks so much, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye.